Hello again. It's been a while, I know, but I'm back. Thank you guys. I took a little bit of a hiatus for a while, but I'm back with a brand new show. And with the brand new show, there are some changes from the last time. This time around, as you may or may not be able to tell, I'm not going to be coming to you live, but I am going to be coming to you guys with a brand new and even more interactive show than even before. So, last time we made Twitter a huge part of the show, and it's going to be the same again with this one. In future episodes, I will be responding and we'll be showing some of your tweets because we can't deny the power of social media. Additionally, we're going to be adding Instagram to the mix as well, so there'll be some fun things that we have planned with that. But in terms of even being more interactive, I'm launching a brand new newsletter, and it's just, the Kevin newsletter, and that is going to be your key to become what I call a VIP viewer. Viewers and VIP viewers, it's kind of like riding coach and first class on an airplane. If you're one of my VIP viewers, then it's going to open up a whole realm of new fun stuff for you guys. Exclusive content, just great stuff. So you've got to do it. And it's so easy. You simply go to my brand new website, kevinaguilar.com, and there's, something that says about my newsletter. Click the button, type in your email address, and you're a subscriber, and you'll be one of my VIP viewers and you don't want to not be a VIP viewer because it's just the only way to watch my new show. So, there you have it, and I'm really excited. We've got some amazing guests planned. That's in the next couple months, including with my opening debut episode today. So it's just going to be good stuff all the way. So thank you guys for your support. When I took my break, I've got some wonderful emails, and I appreciate everything. So thank you guys for the love and support. And as always, I hope to produce some really, really fun, fantastic, material for you guys, including some stuff that's going to be maybe educational, inspirational in the mix as well. So, thank you. Whew! All right, that was my introduction. So, a little longer than normal, okay? So, don't worry. So, I'm going to take a really quick, deep breath, and when I come back, I am going to break some news to some of you about one of my most favorite performing troupes, Cirque du Soleil. Okay, took my deep breath, I'm ready. So, if you know me, and if you're friends with me on Twitter and what have you, then you know that one of my most favorite performing troupes that's not in Portland is Cirque du Soleil. And they're coming back to Portland, everybody, with a brand new show, one that's not hit Portland before, and it's called Totem. It's coming on March 27th, that'll be the opening. And this time they're saying that it's going to be a fantastic journey into the evolution of mankind. And I've had the opportunity to see some clips and stuff of the upcoming show. It sounds really amazing. And with this brand new show, I've got some really high hopes that we're going to have a representative from Cirque being on that upcoming show. But I do know this already. If you're a VIP viewer, you don't want to miss what's in store for you in terms of Cirque. So, if you are a fan of Cirque du Soleil, you want to be one of my VIP viewers because, again, we're making the show really interactive, and Cirque du Soleil has something really, really special in store, but only for my VIP viewers. So, keep that in mind. After my show, go to my website, become a VIP viewer, especially if you're a fan of Cirque du Soleil. And how could you not be? Alrighty. We're going to switch gears. I'm going to take another deep breath. And when we come back, I'm going to have with me my very first guest. I'm going to have Katie on. And she's going to be helping you all with some information on something that's kind of near and dear to all of our hearts, especially this time of year. So hang tight. We'll be right back. We're back. All right, you guys, it's a new year. I know you're like me and you are trying to figure out how you're going to battle the midsection. And let's just put it out there. I mean, that's what I'm currently going through right now, Battle of the Bulge. And so with me today is my very first guest, Katie Matheny.
Right. It's a tricky name.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
So you are an author.
I am officially as of last year.
Yes.
Cross that off the bucket list.
Cross that off the congratulations.
Thank you.
And you have started writing some books. And I think it's very timely to have you on the show right now because they are tummy friendly.
Yeah. I've written 3 cookbooks so far, and these 3 are based around a specific vegetable or vegetable family, and they just focus on giving the reader a recipe that they can create with a vegetable that they might not be super familiar with, or maybe they've only ever had it one specific way, and so it's helping people bring in variety of foods into their diet that aren't diet-like. You know what I mean?
Because you've had your own little personal weight struggle.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So 2 years ago, I lost about 50, 60 pounds-ish. And
congratulations.
Thank you. So that has been it's been a journey and a struggle and a success all in itself, as it's never easy all the way through. But I just found that learning how to cook was a huge jump through the right hoop. And I've always known how to cook. I just recently learned how to cook healthy, and still, still creating a balance in my meals and with flavor and things that tasted awesome, that still promoted healthy lifestyle, and without sacrificing, all the stuff that we enjoy.
In terms of when you're going through that weight loss of your life, and I'm not trying to throw Randy under the bus, but spousal support, how important was that to you?
It was huge. We followed a program that helped us lose the weight, and he was doing it with me. So that was huge. I don't think I would have been as successful had he not done it with me.
And it wasn't just the weight loss that triggered the books. You've always had a passion for cooking.
Yes.
So when you were younger, I mean, was it,
So when
Betty
I was
Crocker?
younger, I told my mom I wanted to be the next Betty Crocker. And I think primarily it was because my mom had one of Betty Crocker's old cookbooks, and that was my picture book. I always looked at that, and I just remember asking every Christmas for an Easy Bake Oven, and I never got it. But I got to use the real one.
Yes. I'm excited about my next question.
Yeah.
Just because of how am I going to phrase this? Okay, so you wrote some cookbooks. Tell me about your formal culinary training.
So I have none.
Love that.
Yep.
That was my point right there. I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I went to the School of Food Network, basically. I watch it when I go to the gym on the elliptical.
Right on.
So it's a win-win. I'm bumping up my educational training and working out at the same time. So I have no formal educational training. I'm a teacher by trade. I've taught cooking classes in school, so I've just kind of had to teach myself how to teach others how to cook.
So I went to your website, and all of you can do the same thing. If you go to my website, kevinaguilar.com, I've got a brand new site. You click my TV show, and then from there you can search my guests to the left, and all of the links to her stuff is going to be right there. You got her bio, links to her Facebook, links to her website. It's all there. So I encourage you all to go check that out. One thing that I thought was really, really interesting was because I kind of, went online and stuff, your cookbooks, they are food specific. And I thought that was very, very interesting. Why?
So it originally started with a cookbook based on cauliflower, and I guess I had learned how to make different things out of cauliflower, like pizza crusts and different cream-based soups that weren't super fatty, and people were like, oh my gosh, this is out of cauliflower. I'm like, yeah, there's so much else you can do. So it started with just releasing lots of recipes about cauliflower. And then we have some friends who are organic gardeners, and they help other people learn how to small garden at home. And they were telling me that, yeah, now they've learned how to grow all these vegetables, but now they don't know what to do with them. So she's like, you should write another cookbook that's very vegetable specific. So if they have this abundance of zucchini, okay, here's 30 ideas you can do with all of that. So then it kind of took off from there. So.
And then you've got 3 cookbooks, and they are on
Cauliflower, zucchini, and squash.
cauliflower, zucchini, and squash.
And my 4th one is in the works, and this is going to be on chicken. So I'm going to throw protein in the mix.
Ah, yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, in terms of like inspiration and like how do you come up with so many different things to fill out a cookbook? So do you create your own recipes?
A lot of them, yes.
Okay.
A lot of them, no. So I mean, I create all of them, but they don't all just come from me.
Right.
You know. So a lot of it comes from I'll watch like a Food Network show or I'll read a blog and I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds really good. I bet I could do this and this and this to it and make it my own. So
you basically made the jump from a studio artist to a culinary artist. How exciting!
It's pretty fun.
So the new cookbook, the chicken one. Do you have an ETA when you might have that out?
I'm hoping by March. I'm hoping. Yeah.
That sounds exciting. So you guys, again, if you want more information on Katie, you can go to my website. It's super, super easy. Look at that, like magic. It's right there on your screen. And from there, go to the TV section, and then from there, look for Katie, and then click that, and there's a link to all her stuff, so you guys can, capture all that and see that as well. So I want you to make sure that you all do that, and don't wait till March. Check this out, because I'm just trying to think here. I mean, I'm just amazed at what you did with cauliflower, because I'm thinking cauliflower, raw, steamed. That's all I got, and you made a cookbook out of it.
Yeah.
What one recipe in there would probably surprise my viewers the most on what you did with cauliflower?
Well, I think what surprised a lot of my friends the most is that you can puree cauliflower with a little bit of cream cheese for any cream-based soup. So you can make clam chowder, cream and broccoli, and you have no idea that you're eating majority vegetable because it's white. It looks like you're eating like really fatty, heavy cream soup.
We may need to have you back on again, and maybe we can make something.
Yeah.
Something simple.
That'd be awesome. We could do a cooking demo.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You know how to email me.
I do.
If you guys want that, if you think that's a great idea, this is a brand new show. I am frantically trying to come up with show ideas. So do you like that idea? Do you want her back? Let me know. Respond to me, tweet me, interact with me, however it is that you guys do it. I don't really know, but just go ahead and just do it. And if you think that's a great idea, let me know. And we could probably look at that.
Awesome.
It's fast. It's over. Thank you.
Thank you
so much for coming on the show. Yeah. And like I said, we'll definitely keep in touch.
Right.
And it was an absolute pleasure meeting
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, you guys, I am going to take another really deep breath. And then I've got some information that I'm going to share with you guys in regards to a happy hour that's going to be coming up that you don't want to miss. So stay with me. Food is going to be a very important factor in this show. Not just, guests like my last one, but we're going to be talking about really exploring some of the culinary delights that the city of Portland has to offer. And that's what's going to be so exciting, because I want to just bring you some of the great people who are, the chefs and the cooks and the owners to some of these amazing restaurants that we have here in Portland. And to make it even that one step further, I don't want to just tell you about it. I mean, I don't understand how exciting it's going to be for me to say, ooh, the crab cake was so delicious. I want you to experience it, okay? To do that, you got to be one of my VIP viewers. That's right. And that's going to get you some insight, some background information to some amazing happy hour events. They're going to be coming up. There's like a series of happy hour and dining events are going to be coming up all through this show. And I want you guys who are sitting on the couch right now watching me to come join me. And to do so, like I said, just be a subscriber to my newsletter, and I will use my contacts to give you guys the hookups, and then it'll be me and you at a happy hour. So that's that. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take another real quick deep breath, and when I come back, I've got with me Orion Bradshaw from one of my favorite local theater troupes, Post 5 Theater. Stay with me. I'm going to make a show of just what happens on those breaks. That's what I'm going to do.
Right, right.
Orion,
Something good.
nice to meet you, sir.
Kevin, nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming out. Thanks for coming on. So, you guys may be familiar. We've had some members from Post 5 before. In particular, it was actor Ty Boyce, and you are also part of that theater troupe as well, in a sense.
Yeah.
What is your role?
He and I are the co-founders of Post 5 Theater. We founded it in spring of 2011. I was finishing up my third season at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival in Ashland, Oregon, where I'm from. And he said, hey, if you're tired of staying in Ashland, small town, why don't you move up here with me where I am, and let's make some theater. So, sounded exciting.
So you're in a sense gonna be a little bit in the hot seat in a second, because you are coming on after Ty has been on. And when Ty was on, some of the people wrote in and they want to know why Post 5 Theater. Could you tell us what the name?
Yeah, because when Ty invited me up to become a co-founder of this theater company, he was living in an artist's residence called Milepost 5, a community for creatives, and that's located in Northeast Portland, and it's essentially a housing residence for artists, and you can have affordable rent and have a studio or a shop or a gallery in which you can, work on your art. You can display it for the local, art critics and people that like to buy art. There's a great First Friday program there at Milepost 5. So I moved up from Ashland. I moved in, and we were both residents for a while. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to connect ourselves with this place that was, sort of supporting our vision and our dream. It has become a little confusing because sometimes people are like, I'm going to go see the new Milepost 5 show, and it's actually a Post 5 Theater show.
Right.
But Milepost 5 is housing us. We have the theater there, and so of course we love being associated with them. But we've found in the past few seasons it has been a little confusing sometimes, where people will write out a check to Milepost 5, and we can't deposit that. You know what I mean? But we are Post 5 Theater, P-O-S-T, the number 5, Theatra. It ends in R-E.
Right.
Classical style.
Classical style. Yeah, I tried to find you guys on Twitter and I couldn't. I was like, I'm not totally inept, but I was like, seriously, I can't find them. And then finally, I got tweeted by you guys, and then I was like, oh, they misspelled it. And of course you didn't. You did.
You just spelled it the classical way.
Yes, you just spelled it the classical way.
We are a classics company. We do mostly Shakespeare, because it's public domain. You can do it for free. But we also do original work, world premiere stuff, and then also we try to throw in a contemporary favorite per year. Just
like
to
Macbeth last year.
Yes, Macbeth last year, of course, that's a classic. That's Shakespeare. It's free to produce, but we always produce our Shakespeare in a contemporary setting. Yeah. We don't do the pumpkin pants. We don't do the classical costumes. We let the bigger theaters handle that. We like to try to attempt to make it relevant to, people of our generation. It's always that journey to try to get the younger groups of people into theater, and really try to get a whole new dynamic of people, loving it and patronizing it. So if we feel like if we put ourselves in the contemporary clothing, the pants and the button-up shirts or whatever, that is one way that we can sort of bridge the gap. You
feel comfortable about having another quick minute in the hot seat?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
all right,
my
here
life.
it goes. So first of all, I am a huge fan of the arts, and I want to say, first of all, I want to go on record saying I applaud you for some of the decisions that you made recently with some of your past productions. But I do know you caused a little bit of controversy. I think one of them that had a very, very unique ending. There was a twist. There was, bombs and everything else. So I just want to say right now, I want to congratulate you guys for pushing the envelope, because I think in some ways that art should do that. I think art should be provocative. It should maybe at times challenge people and challenge their beliefs and be thought-provoking. So I want to say hands off, and I want to say I applaud you guys for that. My question is, any more surprises, do you think, for this upcoming year, or are you scared off by some of the little bit of controversy you guys had last year?
No, not scared. Obviously, I think that, again, that's the life of the artist, is to push the envelope in some sort of fashion. We want people to be excited by these great, timeless scripts that we're producing, these stories that will live on forever. In addition to doing new work that we think makes some sort of statement or tells a story in a new, unique way. Because you know what they say, it's impossible to write a completely original story, write a completely original song. But what we can do is we can take, you know, playwrights, new and old, that we really respect and try to tell it in our own Post-5 brand. So yeah, I think there will be some surprises in store. We in the middle of our season, we are doing the classic, perhaps you've heard of it, Hamlet.
I might have heard
Maybe.
of it.
By William Shakespeare, the famous William Shakespeare, and I think you will find that that will probably have some moments in it that you may not have seen or expected.
Well, I applaud that. So I'm going to go on my soapbox for just a quick second. Now, my show is very, very friendly to some other productions that are coming up, like the Book of Mormon and a few other ones that I feel like my audience is more familiar with. And I love those big productions, don't get me wrong. And I also, I have to say this, it's important, love the Keller Auditorium very, very much as well. And I love the relationship that I have with them, but I want my viewers to understand this. Your theater is not the Keller Auditorium, but I feel that it really does offer something that the Keller cannot, and that's a more intimate setting. So tell the people briefly why they should see a show at Post-5 and what more they can get from that intimate setting.
A huge part of Post-5 Theater's mission, our mission, is to get back to the storytelling. And so I think it's important to see acts of storytelling in many different venues. I love the Keller. I love the Oregon Shakespeare Festival.
Right.
That's where I grew up, you know, and it's that huge, you know, lots of money put into this storytelling, big 1,200-seat outdoor theater. Now, we have a 90-seat indoor theater, what we call a black box, with a low ceiling. It makes overhead shots with swords very hard.
Right.
But we are able to tell a very intimate, and dare I say real, we're able to tell a real story in there, even with these really grandiose stories like Hamlet. I mean, Hamlet is an epic, but I think it's refreshing to be able to see it broken down into that sort of, you know, the human, sort of the story of the human, you know, the human condition, the father-son tale. Sometimes it's hard to understand a story like that, the father-son relationship or a ghost story, if the whole thing has to be projected, you know, to the back of the house.
Right.
Again, you get the right actors, you get the right production. That's awesome to watch. But I think it's very refreshing at times to be able to just go into a smaller venue and just have a group of people come on stage and be able to really just simply speak.
And you guys, again, just like with my last guest, Katie, which I know you're all going to go to my website to check her out, Post-5 Theater will also have on my website their own page as well. So there'll be links so you can see all their upcoming plays and shows, as well as all the information that you may need to know about Post-5. So really quickly, in less than a minute, what upcoming show or performance do you have coming up?
It's all about fertile ground right now. It's,
we can hold. No, you
okay,
can do this. Watch this.
I'll do it. Up and I'll talk.
Okay.
It is an annual festival for new works of theater workshops. Yeah, and we are taking part in that. We have Bon Ton Roulette at the Shakespeare Cafe. It's a world premiere script. A bunch of your favorite Shakespeare characters in a Louisiana bar. Loving, laughing, fighting, drinking, okay? So maybe perhaps leave the kids at home for that one. But it is all text from Shakespeare's works, okay? Following that, we have a world premiere dance piece about a woman's journey down the rabbit hole of prescription drugs and how she comes out of that, and that's called Therapy Hunger. We are also hosting a couple shows, a husband-wife musical dance team. The piece is called You Do Speak English, Don't You? And he plays accordion and some various instruments, and she does ribbon dancing and sings Czechoslovakian tunes, actually. It's really interesting. You can go to fertilegroundpdx.org for all the details and everything you need.
And I'll also have links on my website. You also have another event that's coming up that I am particularly excited about. It's on January 23rd. It's at my dear friends. It's going to be at the Hobo's Restaurant, and it's an exclusive happy hour where you're going to have an opportunity to hang out with me, which is not that exciting, but what you really want to do is get a chance to meet the theater and everything else. And this is going to be an event, but it's only for You guessed it, my VIP viewers. Right. So you've got to get on that newsletter. You've got to sign up so you can get that information, because I would love to meet you guys, because you're over there and I'm here and I don't get a chance to interact with the people like you do in your shows. But it's going to be happening on January 23rd. All the information's on my website, and the invite's going to be in that newsletter. So you've got to check this out. I know you're excited about it.
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
I
love happy hour.
And hopefully, yeah, happy hour is fantastic, and huge kudos to the restaurant, because they are trying to help out your organization.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
Which is why I'm doing it. I mean, I love a good happy hour, but also like trying to help out the communities as well.
Yeah. And
that's kind of one of the things that the show is going to be really, really active on. I might even try and help build a well in Haiti. You never know what I might be up to.
It's very exciting. All the possibilities. It's endless.
Yeah, endless, endless. I'm feeling pretty good about the Haiti one, though. I have a funny feeling that's going to come through. We'll see. anyways, you guys. So again, mark your calendar for that date, and don't forget to check out Post 5 on my website so you can see their calendar of shows and everything else. And in terms of their shows and stuff, if you're a VIP viewer, there's probably something very, very special in line for you guys as well, in terms of getting connected to Post 5. So again, it comes down to that. Now, that's it. I'm going to start wrapping things up. So look at that. Doesn't it go by fast?
Yeah. Gosh.
I know.
Okay.
Whew. All right, you guys. So really, really quick, I'm going to do a little extended closing right quick, because here's the thing. The show, it's so fast and everything else, and I know there's something else that you wish you knew, or something else that my guests probably wish they would have said. So I've got something new. As you may have heard, I've partnered up with my dear friends YouTube, and I will be launching a new channel. It'll be up by the time you see this. So there's something on there called ATS, After the Show. So it's a quick interview between me and the guests that you saw on this episode, and they're going to have some more information. They may even, because they always have that moment of, oh, I forgot to mention this. Well, guess what? It's going to be there, and it's going to be on After the Show. Also, full episodes of this show will also be available on a different playlist within my YouTube channel. I have no idea how that works. Anyways, but it's going to happen. So you're going to, links to my YouTube, it's going to be available on my website. So you really, really want to check it out. Go to my, if you missed something, if you had to go to the fridge and get some carrot sticks, because we're all trying to eat healthy now, and you miss cauliflower, yeah, cauliflower. If you're munching on some cauliflower right now, like Katie, because you don't have Katie's book, then, you've got a chance to do that. So go to my website, check out their interview again, and check them out on After the Show, because that's a whole other show in a sense. So there you have it. You guys, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you spending your time with me this evening or morning, depending on when what time you're watching the show. I thank you guys. I look forward to seeing you on January 23rd with me. Take care. Be kind to everybody. Thank you for watching.